quickly, let me just share how Nehemiah handled the burden he received. Because a lot of times we attend conferences and we attend meetings, but we receive burden in the meeting, but we do not do anything about it. But this year is going to be different because you're going to work with your burden to be productive. So the first thing Nehemiah did was that he prayed. Somebody say he prayed. He prayed so much. The entire chapter 1 took his prayers. He prayed with all of his heart. He cried. He didn't feel like, oh, some people are doing it. He said, God, we are sinners. We have offended you. And one of the beautiful results of prayers is that even beyond what you ask for, you will receive the answers. And that was what happened to Nehemiah. He prayed, and he didn't only pray, he had a plan. He didn't only pray, he had a vision of what he was supposed to do. So when he got to the presence of the king, and the king saw his expression, and the king asked him what was wrong, he knew what to say. He knew what to request for. And because he had prayed, the king said, everything you want will be done. Even more, the king did to him. I was watching Superbook with my children, and they were trying to portray the story of Nehemiah. And I saw that in the story, his wife was beside him. And when the king was giving the orders for all to be done for Nehemiah, his wife was shocked. She had this expression on her face like, are you serious? Because at that time, the king was no longer doing what he wanted. He was doing what Haba wanted him to do. He was being led by the Spirit of God because Nehemiah had prayed. When you receive your burdens after today, please pray. Please pray. Please pray with all of your heart so that the result of the prayers God will give unto you. So he had a plan. And another thing that he did was that he called out for a team. He called out for a team of people. There were merchants, there were builders, people that knew nothing about building. He called to them, we are going to build Jerusalem. And they came. And God made me understand that there are people who will never rise until you arise. There are people who will never answer the call on you till you begin to answer. There are Ildabasis that will not rise until later London, right? Until she arises. There are Chef Damis that will not arise until Ildabasi arises. There are people that will not stand until you stand. All you need to do is to say yes to God. Receive the burden with your heart and get ready to do the work. And as I conclude, as the king's envoy, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that you won't have rough edges along the way. It doesn't mean that you will have Sanballat and Tobias who will come to threaten you on the way. But you must understand who you are as the king's envoy. Understand the call, understand the vision, and work with it. Understand why God has called you and run with it. And you will see that he that has called you is faithful. He is faithful. He is faithful. There's a Yoruba word I love so much. Romonishe fayati. What that means is God that romonishe and then he fayatis. He is God that makes it easy for you. Yes, you would have challenges on the way. We are in a hotel, not because we didn't have challenges, but God sent us and he backed us up.